เรียบสัวสวัสดีครับ Good morning 大家好 Today I'm using Zoom to record chapter 12 that is developed from chapter 11. I try in my PowerPoint recording but it doesn't work for 2 times. So now I change to take a record in Zoom. So the topic today I'm going to talk about the 5-factor model, which is continued from the 3-factor model of my friend. So before going to the topic, let students know about my background. I repeat my background all the time because some students might take a look, might watch this clip, so they will not know my background before. So I was a student of PhD in finance and banking from Taiwan, coursework for 2 years. Okay, and this is my ID, the topic that was supposed to develop to be a thesis in that time. Advisor, classmate, academic result of PhD coursework for 2 years. My university is a national Chungcheong University. It is 3 hours from Taipei if you take a bus. But you take a high-speed half-hour, high-speed train. Yes, 4.33. Bachelor degree in finance banking, 2.76 from Thailand. Master degree in MBA from Thailand, 3.53. So the topic today is developed from chapter 11. But before going to the 5-factor model, let students understand about the regression. I always include all the statistics that most of the time used in the research. So now let's understanding about a simple regression model. So you can see in the equation 2.1, it is a classic model or a classic equation. Y equal beta 0 plus beta 1x plus u. So beta 0 is a constant or is an intercept. Beta 1 is a coefficient of x. U is error term or disturbance. So I repeat, explaining the equation 2.1 again. Y is called dependent variable. X is called independent variable. So when you see the equation like that, it means the study of the effect of the X on Y. But Y might be soybean yield, X might be fertilizer. When we derive the equation 2.1 to be equation like this, you can see the effect of fertilizer on soybean yield. You put more fertilizer, sometimes the soybean yield increase, sometimes the soybean yield decrease because of too much fertilizer, something like that. Okay, and what about you? Not only fertilizer that make yield grow, okay, it might relate it to the weather, harsh weather, bad weather, a good weather. It is suitable to growing the crop. Yeah, because the author don't take those factors include in the study. That's why we put in U or call error term of a disturbance. You know, you got converting from the original equation to be a research. Now let's understand that equation. If we move it to the left and average all of them, the right side becomes 0. Okay, even you do average of the whole equation, but the right side is still 0. If you multiply at the left side by x, the right side by x, 0 multiplied by x, it's still 0. Okay, and the equation 2.14 and square minus 1. It means 1 divided by n. So the whole equation divided by n, and y beta 0 become hat, beta 1 become hat, because you also want to do estimator. Okay, estimator, the average of estimator, because n square minus 1 equal 1 divided by n. Okay, so if you multiply by xi at the left side, the right side by xi, the right side still 0, the left side xi multiplied by the whole equation. But this is the average of estimator equation. So equation 2.16. From the original equation, if we put the bar on the top, it means the average of estimator. The area of y, the area of x at the left side. So this is the equation of average estimator. Now let's go to the next slide. So you got this one again. Y bar equal beta 0 hat plus beta 1 x bar, it means the average. Okay, if you move beta 0 hat to the left side, or keep at the right side, but move beta h1 x bar to the left side, it becomes y bar minus beta h1 x bar. Okay, let's see what the author direct you. They want to calculate the estimator, how the beta 1 had estimate beta 1. How do we get the equation 2.19 equals summation ni equal 1 xi minus x bar multiplied by yi minus y bar. This is the correlation between the two variables. Okay, how do we get the beta h1 or estimator in equation like this? So now let's go to how the author derive how to get the xi minus x bar and yi minus y bar divided by xi minus x bar squared, because the summation of xi, summation ni equal 1 xi multiplied by xi minus x bar equals summation ni equal 1 xi minus x bar squared. And the right side, summation ni equal 1 xi multiplied by yi minus y bar equal xi minus x bar multiplied by yi minus y bar. That's why when we substitute to the equation on the top here, okay, xi minus yi minus y bar, we got xi, the equation summation ni equal 1 xi minus y bar multiplied by yi minus y bar on the top over here. Okay, and at the bottom we get xi minus x bar square. Okay, over here, because the equation summation ni equal 1 xi minus xi minus x bar equals summation ni equal 1 xi minus x bar square. So how do we get this equation? Now move to the next slide. It's from here. Now let's see the summation of x minus x bar, the distance from mean. Summation equals 0. Okay, students have to memorize this one. The summation of the distance from x or the mean equals 0. Okay, move to another slide. Okay, this is the original equation. For example, summation ni equal 1 xi, okay, equal xi plus x2 dot xn. This is the original equation. But for the summation of c is a constant or intercept or number. Even you multiply by n is equal nc. Okay, and what about summation c xi? For example, like a 2x plus y. 2 multiplied by x plus y. Okay, so you can write down c multiplied by xi or c multiplied by summation ni equal 1 xi, like this. Okay, move to another slide. Okay, how about the summation ni equal 1 a xi plus byi? Just a moment ago, I mentioned about the relation between x and y, two variables. So you can break down to be two parts like that. or equal A, because A is a constant or multiplier, summation Ni equal 1 xi. And B is the constant or intercept multiplied by summation Ni equal 1 yi. Or divide xi divided by yi. When you break down, it becomes summation Ni equal 1 xi divided by summation Ni equal 1 yi. Okay, so what about the x bar? X bar is the mean. If the mean you have divided by n, over here, 1 divided by n multiplied by summation Ni equal 1 xi. Okay, move on. Okay, and what about summation Ni equal 1 di? Di is the distance, or the distance from the mean, or xi minus x bar. From just a moment, from the example, summation of xi minus x bar equals 0. Okay, no matter what you convert, it becomes 0 over here. Okay, now let's move on. And what about the summation Ni equal 1 xi minus x bar square? By the formula, it must be xi square minus 2 xi x bars plus x bar square, right? Okay, so when you substitute xi x bar equal xi divided by n, right? So it means xi equal to x bar, right? So xi to x bar, you can see if it become n, it become n x bar. And multiple become n x bar square, 2n x bar square minus 2n x bar. It equal n x bar square. So finally, the equation summation of summation Ni equal 1 xi minus x bar square equals summation Ni equal 1 xi square minus n x bar square. This is the final of the equation A7. What about the equation A8? The equation A8 derive what the previous slide just a moment talking about summation the whole xi minus x bar multiplied by xi minus y bar equal xi multiplied by yi minus y bar. Because of just a moment ago we derived the equation like that, so we got the equation A dot A equal summation Ni equal 1 xi minus n x bar y bar. Okay, so now students understand why beta h1 equal let me check over here. I might see from the beginning slide. Okay, let me check beta, how you get the beta 1 over here. Let's see. I think this one. Yeah, here. How do we get beta h1 equation like this? Okay, because of the derived from that thing. Okay, derived from that thing. Okay, so now let's move on. Okay, now let's go to the topic. What we are talking today is a 5-factor model. Okay, 5-factor model. So for the 5-factor model, we see the equation over here and focus on the equation and the result. I assume that students know how to write the abstract, know how to write the introduction, know how to write the conclusion. The conclusion is from the result. Okay, so this is the equation of 5-factor model. From the 3-factor model, we have only market factor, size factor, and book to market factor. But now we plus operating profit to equity factor and the return on investment factor, 2 more. It becomes 5-factor now. Okay, all 5 factors do effects on the left the left factor or y factor or excess return or not, it depends on the statistic result. Okay, on the statistic result. So from the chapter 12, student understand the SMB, student understand the HTML, and now let's understand of the RMW. R is robust, M minus, weak is weak. Robust what? That means high profitability to equity, or we can say return on equity, or M minus, or MW, okay? And CMA, return on investment. C is a conservative or low return on investment. A is aggressive or high return on investment, okay? So I explained the whole factor at the right side. So now let's go one by one to the result, how the author formed the portfolio. So you can see the author formed the portfolio from 2004 to 2014. See, how do they get form the portfolio on site? They also, in 2004, they also got 1,105 stock for the side. For the BP book to market value in year 2004, they also got 929 stock. For the RMW, or wrote down like OP, operating profitability, the operating profitability, the author identify as the earning before tax, okay? So he got 12 stock. Investment return, he got 1,154, okay? Investment return equal operating profit divided by total asset, okay? So now let's move on. So before you go there, the author or identify the definition of what he's going to do to form a portfolio, okay? He said, so like operating profit, I already explained, it is the earning before tax, okay? And what about the investment portfolio? Are formed on the change in total asset from the fiscal year ending in year 2 minus 2 and divide by 2 fiscal year ending in 2001 divide by 2t minus 2. For example, now is year 2023. Maybe that time, the year 2003, he cannot find the data. Maybe among a mid of the year, they don't do the tax yet. That's why he choose year 2022 and year 2021. So year 2021 is a T minus 2. Year 2022 is the T minus 1. So he said he formed the portfolio by taking total asset in 2021 2022 divided by total asset 2021. Just example, okay, just example. But for him, he has a period span from 2004 to 2014, okay? So it means 2014, that time is a current year. And before 2014 is a 2013 as a T minus 1 and 2012 as a T minus 2, okay? And for the breakpoint, he breakpoint the 30 percentile and the 70 percentile, okay? So then search to understand the percentile, okay? Let's go to the result. Okay, table 2 showing the result. Based on the size portfolio, the author divide by six group, okay, 6 weighted portfolio, okay, because small size, big size, and medium size. So he cut up the medium size because medium size is a neutral. So small size, SL, small size too low, book to market ratio, small size to medium book to market ratio, small size to high book to market ratio, as well the big L, big M, big H. So all the portfolio divide to be 6 group now, according to size, as well as size to book to market. So there are 6 portfolio weighted portfolio, okay? Forming the portfolio according to the operating or according to the return on equity, there are 6 the same, okay? Small to W, small W is a weak operating or a weak return on earning, okay? And SN neutral, SR is side to robust return earning, okay? And for the panel C, side to return on investment, okay? So we have side to low return on investment, side neutral, side to aggressive, or side to high return on investment, big as well. See that? So when you understand all, how do they form a portfolio? Now you can read the result over here. So the result you can see on here, RM minus RF, what is called? It is a market factor. SMB, a side factor. SML, book to market factor. Or MW, operating or return on equity factor. And CMA, return on investment or investment return factor. So at the right side, there are 5 factors effect on the excess return or I minus OF. Okay, so this is talking about the mean, about the median. This is a statistic tool. You also just when you do research, you have to show the first table is the mean, the median, or the standard deviation, the kurtosis or skewness, so on and so on. Just want to tell you which factor that has the great mean. That's it. Okay. Panel B, the correlation. The correlation over here, they also just show the correlation between independent variable itself, between the 5 factor itself. What is the point of doing this? We want to study the relation between the independent variable toward the dependent variable, x on y, not x with x. But they also want to show if the result, the correlation between independent themselves, it must be less number, because the main point we want to show the relationship between the x and y, not x and x, okay? So most of the result we can see only one factor that has a negative sign, 0, 69, 7, or 70%. So what is the correlation like this between the HML and with what? With the SMB. The correlation between the SMB and the HML equals 70% is quite high. And with the negative signs, when one goes up, one goes down. Okay. So the results are favorable. Like I said, we focus on the relation between the X and Y, not X with the X. Okay. Move on another slide. Okay. This is average monthly excess return. Average monthly excess return because they also do research based on period spent as a monthly, not a year. Like I told you from chapter 11, why we need time series as long as it can, because the result do you a favorable result. That's why they also use, even farmer friend, use a monthly as a period span. Okay, so we got, this is a size, okay, small and big. And this is a book to market ratio. Okay, the result, excess return. How to read this table? The excess return of the small size to low book to market ratio, okay, equal 2.3%. The small size to medium book to market ratio, 2.3. The small size to high book to market ratio, 2%. If you want to choose excess return by investing in the portfolio like that, which one you use, you have to pick up which one that has a large excess return. So it's supposed to be small size and large, a low book to market ratio, or medium book to market ratio. Okay, what about the big size to low book to market ratio? 1.5%. Big size to medium book to market ratio, 0.09%. Big size to high book to market ratio, 0.6. You can see between the small size to book market ratio as well big to book to market ratio, you have to select investing in the portfolio that has small size with low book to market ratio or medium book to market ratio. Okay, panel B. Panel B, excess return to return on equity. So let's see, size to weak return on equity, the excess return 1.7 or 2%. For the neutral, 2%. For the high return on equity, 0.8%. If you select investing portfolio based on size and return on equity, you're supposed to select size to weak return on equity or size to neutral return on equity. Okay, about the big size, weak return on equity, 0.4%. Big size, neutral return on equity, 0.8. Big size to robust or highest return earning, 0.1. So by comparing the small to return on equity or the big to return on equity, or you can say WMR, okay, weak minus robust. But you have to understand WMO is what? Is return on earning. Okay, so you have to select small size to a return on equity, no matter what weak or no matter what neutral, or okay, you will get more excess return. What about the size to return on investment? For the size to return on investment, if small size to conservative or low return on investment, you will get the excess return 1%. And 1% the same, A 1% the same. But big size to return on investment, no matter what, conservative, neutral, or aggressive, you get 0.3. Okay, so in conclusion, no matter what size to book to market ratio, size to return on equity, size to return on investment, the best selecting choice focus on small size. Okay, no matter what small size to book to market ratio, small size to return on equity, or small size to return on investment. This is how to read the table and select investing in portfolio. Okay, so this is an research from Pharma Friend, from a lot of authors that take Pharma Friend 5-factor model. This is the 5-factor model, but it happened in Shanghai Stock Exchange. So people who love investing in security market, you can read Pharma Friend journal and follow his guide. Okay, go another slide. Okay, now I put the equation again. The left side 5-factor model, those are called independent variable, and the left side excess return. Okay, so how do we get a result? So there are two parts, the left 3 column and the right 3 column. The left 3 column is a coefficient, the right column is a t-statistic or a significance of the study. Student, remember how the factor significant based on the t-value equal 2 or greater than 2 or the p-value less than 5%. But in this study, the author just show you the t-value. Okay, so now let's take a look. A is what? A is a constant or intercept. or abnormal return. If you invest selecting the portfolio based on the abnormal return, look at A value. Which one is the greatest number? Okay, or A, we have small, okay, small to book to market ratio, and book to market ratio, we have three types: low, medium, and high. Let's see which one gives you a greatest A. We can see SL equal 1%, SM 1%, H 1%, so the same. Okay, no matter what you want the greatest abnormal return, you can select a portfolio like SL, SM, SA. That's really okay. And what about the big? The big is 1% to L, big to M is 0.9, and H 1.9. So the abnormal return is not so different between the size, small or big size to book to market ratio. So you can invest in each item at what you want because the similar accessory abnormal return. Okay, what about a B? B is the coefficient of the market factor. Okay, so let's see if the market factor, for example, like the portfolio small to low book to market ratio 0.96 or 96%. Okay, 96.37%. What does it mean? It means when the accessory return change 1 unit, the RM minus RF or the market factor goes up 96%. Okay, it means market factor goes up or market accessory return goes up, the accessory return goes up. Okay, the excess return about what? The excess return of small size to low book to market ratio goes up in the same. Okay, so let's check which one has the greatest number. Small size to medium book to market ratio 99%. Okay, and to HS 897%. What about the big? Big 83, 102. Okay, so if we can see the accessory return goes up if you invest in a portfolio big size to medium book to market ratio. When book to market ratio goes up 102%, the accessory return goes up in the same. Okay, accessory return or eyes off or I off big to medium book to market ratio. Okay, it's go up 102.14. Okay, so what does it mean? It means if you select to invest in a portfolio, the portfolio with the big size to medium book to market ratio goes up 102.14%. This is coefficient B mean or coefficient of the market excess return. Okay, excess return. When the market excess return, okay, goes up, the excess return goes up 102.16%. Okay, this is the meaning that if you look at market excess return, you should invest in a portfolio in the state of big size to medium book to market ratio. Because of what? Because it gives you the greatest excess return of 102.14 based on the size. Now let's take a look at book to market ratio. Okay, book to market ratio has a coefficient as an S. Okay, look among the six, which one is the greatest one? We can see for the big for the big side, okay, for the big side to low book to market ratio, we can see that all for the big side, all negative sign. All the negative sign, what does it mean? It means when all the book to market ratio, any side goes up, the excess return goes down. So we don't want excess return goes down, right? So we don't choose to invest in portfolio with the book to market ratio like that. So for the S, it will be good. And which S is the good one? Is a 93.83 or 94%. Or this is the best one, 100% over here. Small size to low book to market ratio, the factor S and B, okay, for the size, got make excess return goes up 100%. Okay, if you choose to invest portfolio based on the size, so the small size to low book to market ratio is the best. Now move to H. Oh, H just a moment ago, yes. H, we can see most of them are negative sign. What does it mean? Book to market ratio over here, okay? It means when book to market ratio change 1 unit, the excess return decrease. Okay, most of them are decreased. Okay, only one that make excess return goes up is big size to high book to market ratio that make the excess return 69.12%. Okay, this is the way how to improve the result. But look at the two. 0.912, what about the T statistic? Is it greater than 2? Yes, it is. 5.15, greater than 2. Okay, don't forget that you select a portfolio must look at the T statistic in the same time. Okay, and what about excess return to return on equity? Okay, so you can see for the T statistic of return on equity, nothing is significant because the value are less than 2. So we don't talk about excess return to return on equity anymore because T statistic does not significant, are not significant because of the value is less than 2. So we skip this one. Now come to the return on investment. So look at the T statistic. The return on investment, there are 3, okay? S2L, SL, okay? SL, over here, small size, small size to, let's see, sorry, small size to the investment return, get small size to low book to market ratio related to excess return, related to return on equity, we can see 25%. And the small to medium book to market ratio related to return on investment, 10%. This one, 30%. Which one is the best? But yeah, the last one is the best because T statistic also significant and the result 30.64. What does it mean? It means the return on investment make the excess return goes up 64% or 31% over here. Okay, so you should select the portfolio with a small size related to high book to market ratio, relating to CMA or return on investment. So it does mean one, when return on investment go up, the excess return of the small size to high book to market ratio goes up 31%. Over here, this is the greatest one, because also the T statistic is significant too. And for the bottom, 28% over here, big side to medium book to market ratio, excess return, affected by the return on investment that make the excess return goes up 28%. This is how to interpret the 5-factor model. Okay, and what about adjust R square? So the R square, no matter what size, small, big size, so it's more than 70% or 80%, it is the fit model. Just telling you the fit model. Okay, next. And the panel B. The panel B is a time series regression 6-side of return on equity, or the author just wrote down as OP. Okay, return on equity. The A is abnormal return. Okay, they want to know the excess return relating to the return on equity. So let's take a look. Look at the t-value first. So nothing are significant over here because the value is less than 2. So skip the abnormal return, or just look at the abnormal return. Okay, skip it. This is called abnormal return. Okay, nothing. And what about a B? B is a coefficient of the market excess return, remember? So we can see t-value are significant. So when t-value all are significant, select one which that gives you the greatest excess return. You can see 1%, 1%, approximately any side to return on equity, you can select one. Okay, because the same excess return. And what about the S? S mean the side related to return on equity, right? Because this is the return equity. So the side effect on the excess return on equity. So take the look at the right side first. Okay, the right side are significant except the big to high return on investment. That it is not significant. Okay, so now let's take a look. This file, okay, which one that gives you the great excess return? Okay, let's see. This is 24%, 98%, or 98%, and the second one is 56. Oh no, the greatest one is 156%. What does it mean? It means when the size goes up, the excess return or return on investment goes up 156%. Okay, and when the size goes up, the return on investment goes up 98%. There are two items that are favorable for investor based on size related to excess return, based on size related to excess return of investment, excess investment return. Yes, listen carefully. Okay, it might be now student might confusion now. What is excess return? The main excess return is RI minus RF, but this table talking about the size related to excess return on investment. Okay, H, the relation between book to market ratio toward excess return on investment. Okay, now take a look at the right side. At the right side, except this one, all absolute value greater than 2. So select from around here, you pick up which one is the best. All negative sign. The negative sign, what does it mean? It means when the book to market ratio goes up, the excess return on investment go down. So is it a good sign? It is not a good sign because a return go down. Okay, the return go down. Most of them return go down. So the relation between book to market ratio to excess return on investment is not good because all negative sign. One more time, when the book to market ratio goes up, the excess return on investment go down. Excess return on investment go down. Okay, so for the HML is not good. And to R itself, R is the coefficient of a return on equity. Okay, so all of them are highlighted yellow except this one are significant. So when you see like that, this one is not significant, the middle, skip this one and compare the rest 5 number. Which one is a great number? So 34.29 is the great number, but there is a negative sign over here. What does it mean? It means when return on equity goes up, the excess return go down by 34.29%. Okay, so all negative. They are not a good sign for investment because excess return go down when the return on equity goes up. This is not good. Just skip it. And the rest, C. C is the coefficient of a return on equity by itself. Return on equity, you can see all the sign on the right side, only a small sign to the weak. Okay, S to weak. You can see like that, S to weak. Okay, I mean small sign to low return on equity, small sign to low return on equity. When the CMA or return on investment goes up, the excess return of small side to weak return on equity goes up. It is a good sign, okay, by 24.44, as well as small side to high return on equity. Okay, when the return on investment go up 53, when the return on investment goes up, it makes excess return up side to a return on equity goes up by 54% over here. Okay, what about the panel C talking about? The panel C is the relation between side to return on investment. Okay, side return on investment. What about the A? A is abnormal return. So you can select one that that has a positive sign with the greatest number, just a little over here. What about B? B is the coefficient of the market excess return, obviously market factor. Look at the right side. They are all significant because T value greater than 2. Okay, and select which one has the great number over here. 1.02, 1.1, 0, and the big side to the big side to a low return on investment 1.1 or 111%. What does it mean? It means when market return, market excess return or market factor increase, it makes excess return up, big side to return on investment goes up 111.16%. This is the best one. Okay. What about S? S is the coefficient of the sine. Okay. The study between the relation between the sine to return on investment. Okay, look at the right side, the statistic or equation. So students select which one has the greatest number over here. So 119%. When this one also the greatest number over here, it means when the sine increase, the excess return of the sine to sine, okay, to what? Sine to return on investment goes up by 120%. Okay, what about the H? The relation between book to market ratio to excess return of sine to return on investment. Okay, here it's here, return on investment. So let's see the T statistic first. So all greater than 2, absolute value. Okay, absolute, the negative sign, it become positive. Okay, all greater than 2. So it means you select which one is the best. What does it mean? When the book to market ratio goes up, all negative sign over here, okay, excess return go down. So they are not good sign for this portfolio. Because what? Because excess return go down. We don't want excess return go down. We want excess return goes up. Okay. So for the book to market ratio factor makes excess return of the sine to what? To return on investment go down. It's not good. Okay. What the R? The R is the factor of return on equity. So this one is the relation return on equity to excess return of sine to return on investment. Okay, so we can see most are negative sign and the right side are not significant. So take it out. The factor of return on equity does not affect any excess return. What is C? The C is the return on investment. Okay, the return on investment as a whole. The C relating to excess return of the sine to the return on investment. So look at the significance of the T value. There are 4 over here, except the 2 in the middle. So when you look at this result here, except the middle, we can see the first one is a positive. What does it mean? It means when a return on investment increase, the excess return of any side to return on investment increase in the same time. Makes sense, right? Okay, so between S and B, take the S because it gives you excess return 53.3%. Okay, and for the third column, negative sign. The negative sign mean when the return on investment goes up, excess return of any side to return on investment go down. So investors do not expect the result like that. Okay, so the best choice for investor basing on a return on investment relating to excess return of any side. So they have to select S small side to return on investment. Okay, to small side to low return on investment, or small side to low, or big side to low return on investment, because it gives the investor the excess return goes up. This is how to interpret the result from the table. It's quite confused, but if students listen and then confused, replay and listen again. Okay. Table 6. What's table 6 telling us? So I begin from A, B, S, A. Okay, so this one, the three-factor model, a result. Okay, the three-factor model, for my friend, that affect excess return. Okay, so these all signs relating to book to market ratio. For the A, we can see all A are significant T statistic. So there are abnormal return over here. If you select the portfolio based on abnormal return, so select one. For the B is a market factor. We can see all T statistics significant and all the coefficients are positive. It means when the size goes up, when the market factor go up, excess return go up. Does it make sense? Yes. The result must make sense. And what about the size to excess return? We can see for the small size to book to market ratio, we can see the coefficient are positive. It means when the size goes up, the excess return goes up. And for the big, when the size goes up, the excess return go down. That we don't expect to get this result. So pick up the size, the small size to book to market ratio is the best. And look at the right side too, all T value are greater than 2. Okay, for the H, book to market ratio relating to excess return. So we can see at the right side, all the T value greater than 2 are significant, but among the 6 portfolio, only one that gives us a positive sign. It means when the book to market ratio increase, excess return increased by 66.07%. If you choose a portfolio based on book to market ratio, you have to select a portfolio weighted with a big size to high book to market ratio. That will give you excess return, and the rest make your excess return go down. It's not good. Okay, this is the Capm three-factor model. What about the panel B? The panel B study the relation between, between the 5-factor, no, the 3-factor, only 3-factor, okay? Only 3-factor, market factor B, size factor S, and the book to market ratio H toward the return on equity. Now let's take a look at the A. We take a look at the right side, nothing significant, so skip the A. What about the B? The right side are significant, and what are the results? You select all, the results are positive. Positive, which one is the best? The best one is 111.6 over here. Big side to robust, or to high return on equity. What does it mean? It means when the size goes up, okay? When the size goes up, here I correct this one. When the size goes up, the excess return upside to return on equity goes up by 112%. The statistic greatest one. What about S? The relation between this one, not size, okay? Market factor, okay? Market factor. This is the size factor over here. Look at the right side first. The right side, except this one, all the T value greater than 2. So you have the result of positive sign over here. It means when the sign goes up, the excess return on the side, the excess return of side to return on equity goes up. Pick the good one, okay? 106, yeah, this one. If you select the portfolio based on side to return on equity, you should select the side to weak or low return on equity, small side, low return on equity, because it gives you the excess return 107%. Okay, now come to 8. Book to market ratio related to excess return of side to return on equity. Look at the right side first. So only 4 of here that has a t-value greater than 2, and mean the result over here, the result on negative sign. Negative sign, what does it mean? It means when book to market ratio increase, it make excess return of side to return on equity go down. Okay, all go down. So for the book to market ratio, makes excess return go down. Okay, so skip this one. Okay, so these are 3 factors: market factor, side factor, and book to market price factor related to excess return of any side to return on equity. Panel C. The relation between return on investment toward excess return of any side to return on investment. Over here, okay, we have C and A. We have side at the left, at the vertical, and the horizontal are return on investment. Okay, relation with the 3 factors: market, side, book to market ratio toward excess return of any side to return on investment. Now take a look at the upper normal return. The T factor are not significant, skip it. The market factor are significant. Okay, market factor are significant, but look at the result of positive sign, 95, 97, 96, or the result are favorable. It means, what does it mean? It means when market factor increase, excess return of any side to return on investment increase. The results are good. The results are favorable. Okay, and for the big side to any return on investment are positive, 108%, 103. Okay, and look at the right side, T value are significant, so the results are good. What does it mean? It means any side goes up, the excess return of any side to return on investment goes up. That's what we expect. Okay, market factor, does it make sense? Yes, market factor is a market excess return. Excess return go up, make excess return on the left side goes up. It makes sense. Okay, what about the S, the side? Okay, all the t statistics significant and all the coefficients are positive. What does it mean? When the side goes up, the excess return of any side to return on investment, listen carefully, goes up. Okay, so this is a good sign. Okay, 48 is a book to market ratio. So we can see at the right side, all significant except this one. So look at the result. The results are negative. Negative, what does it mean? It means when book to market ratio goes up, the excess return of any side to investment return go down. Okay, so it is unfavorable. Okay, so the conclusion. So what about the conclusion? The conclusion is an abstract, a summary from the result. Okay, so now let's read the result a little bit. Okay. To investigate the explanatory power of profitability and investment factor. For the 5 factor, because from chapter 11, focus on the 3 factor. Now 5 factor, we focus on the 4th and the 5th. The 4th is the return on investment, or we say profitability, and the 5th is the investment factor. Which one is the best? We can see we apply the Pharma Friend 5-factor model in Chinese stock market Shanghai with a period span 2010-2015 as a 59 months, as I remember, and construct 3 set of portfolio. 3 set of portfolio, 6 side to book to market ratio, 6 side to profitability, 6 side to investment. Okay, for all the set of portfolio, market factor, side factor, remember market factor RM minus RM, okay, side factor SMB, okay, value factor is book to market ratio HML, okay, have strong explanatory power to expected return in of the profitability and investment factor. It shows that the 3 factors strong effect on the profitability as well investment return. Okay, there always exists side effect that excess return are negatively related to firm size, and value effect exists on inside. So you can see all the negative signs from the table, most of them related to RMW and HML. The profit factor and the book to market value factor that show the excess return go down or negative sign. Okay, however, the CMA factor do have explanatory power for a certain portfolio in all 3 set of portfolio. From the table, you can see the relation between the CMA or the return on investment toward excess return are positive. That's why they said are strongly, okay, strongly. CMA factor do have explanatory power for certain portfolio in all 3 set of portfolio. However, RMW factors seem not too convincible. Profitability effect exists only in 6 side operating portfolio, in which excess return are positively related to the firm portfolio, the firm profitability. Okay, look back to the result. We can see like that most are not significant. Only 3 that they from the result that show the RMV. Okay, profitability effect exists only in 6 size operating portfolio, 6 side operating portfolio itself. So now let's come back to take a look. Where is it? Okay, let me take a look for you here. 6 value side operating portfolio. They say only 3, right? So let's come to check. Okay, where is it? Is it the 3 factor? And what they talk about factors seem not so convincible. Profitability effect exists only in 6 operating portfolio by itself. Now let's take a look by itself. Where is it? Okay, profitability by itself here. This is a 3-factor model. No, by itself. I think over here, or 1. This is 1. Let's see another one. Operating, yes, over here. Okay, panel B. Let's see. They said only 3 factor. Okay, let's see. Okay. So we have 5 significant, but look at the result. Which one are positive? Only one here positive. We're talking about profitability, only one here positive, okay? 2 W and O, yes, weak minus robbers. So only one over here, significant. And what about this one? Take a look at this one. The all, these are negative, but these are positive over here. What about the significant? No. This one we can see one over here to profitability itself, only one over here. Now another slide. Slide this one side. One side, which one? Or okay, there are another one. Okay, there are 2 over here, but look at the t statistic. No, nothing significant. So this is countless over here. Well, this one, the side, six return, side operating. Let's see. Excess return of side, but it doesn't show us the significant over here. Shows the significant. Let me check one more time. This one excess return. This one about excess return on side relating to the T statistic. Okay, it is supposed to tell us about the T statistic too in this one. Okay, excess return relating to profitability. They just show the coefficient, but I don't see the T statistic. Okay, so I cannot conclude over here. So look this one. This one, the side profitability to the side, all are not significant. No. What about this one? Operating profitability itself. There are 2 over here. That makes the excess return goes up. There are 2 over here. Okay. There are 2 over here. 1, 2. Next. This one. This one. Yeah, over here. Another one over here. Okay. Another one over here. The relation between the profitability toward the excess return upside to return on investment over here. 1. Okay. And this one, the relation between the return on equity or profitability toward the return on investment excess return. Okay, there are 2 over here. And this one, panel C, we have 1 over here, the relation between profitability toward the side to return on investment. Okay, that one is total 3. Okay, look at this one more time. This is the relation between return on investment, the return on operating itself, a return on investment to any side to operating profitability. There are 2, and there is 1 over here. The relation between return on equity or profitability toward any side to return on investment. There are one. So totally three. One more time. Okay. Might confuse. Even me read might confuse. Okay. This is the relation between a return or operating profitability. There are two operating profitability. Okay. Affects excess return on any side to return on investment. Okay, there are two. Okay, and this one, the relation between a return or operating profitability or return on equity on any size excess return to return on investment. One. So total three. That's why the conclusion here, the top three over here, okay? However, the RMW or the profitability factor or return on equity factor, okay, seem not so convincible. Profitability or return on equity factor effect exists only in 6-side operating portfolio, okay? Exists only in 6-side operating portfolio. Six-side operating portfolio. Okay, so it means return on equity portfolio. That's why I show you in the table just a moment ago that talk operating portfolio over here. Okay, effect only in 6-side operating portfolio. As the result over here, there are two over here. Okay, that they also mentioned about. Okay, now chapter 12 come to the end. จุ่มเรียบเรียบสวัสดีครับ Bye bye friend. See you next week. Okay.